Have you ever been so curious about something that you just had to check it out, even if it meant squeezing through the tight spaces or climbing up way too high? Well, that's exactly what happened to one very adventurous cat named Mr. Klaus. In a sunny little village with picket fences and tulips in bloom lived a cute fluffy cat named Klaus. He had the softest white fur and the biggest, brightest honey green eyes full of wonder. Klaus loved to explore. He sniffed every flower, peeked under every porch, and chased every fluttering butterfly he could find. Every morning he'd stretch his paws, wiggle his whiskers, and meow. Let's see what I can find today. But Klaus didn't just explore with his paws. Oh no, he leaped before he looked, climbed before he thought, and squeezed into tiny places even a mouse might say, "Whoa, that's tight." One sunny afternoon, Klaus spotted a red balloon floating just above the tall garden shed. "Oh, shiny," he purred. Without thinking twice, he scrambled up a tree, leapt onto the fence, and boing, landed on the very top of the garden shed. But then he looked down. Oh no! The ground looked very far away. The wind blew his whiskers, his paws trembled. Meow, he squeaked. He was stuck. He meowed louder. Soon, Lena, the kind girl who fed him treats, came running. Oh Klaus, what have you gotten into now?" With a wobbly ladder and a whole lot of care, Lena climbed up the ladder and rescued Klaus and gave him a big cuddle. "You silly kitten," she said with a laugh. "Maybe next time you'll look before you leap." Klaus nestled into her arms and purred softly. She thought about the balloon and the big climb. "Maybe curiosity and caution should be friends," she whispered. Klaus purred happily in Lena's arms after she rescued him from the roof. He looked around the garden with his beautiful honey green eyes. That's when he heard a tiny sound. Chirp, chirp. Klaus tilted his head. His ears moving. He wiggled his way out of Lena's loving arms and got down on the ground. He then followed the sound coming from a lush bush at the end of the front garden of his home. He ran to the bush and peeked under it. There, sitting on the ground, was a tiny yellow bird. The bird was sitting still, not even trying to fly even as Klaus approached. Klaus thought, "This is unusual. Birds always fly away when I approach." "Chirp, chirp," the bird called again. It looked scared. Klaus took a slow step closer. The bird didn't move. Its wings looked a little crooked. Klaus didn't pounce or play. Instead, he turned around and ran to Lena as fast as he could. He called, tugging at Lena's shoelace. "What is it now, Klaus?" Lena asked, standing up from the steps of the front porch of Klaus's home. He ran back to the bush. Lena followed and saw the tiny bird sitting still under the bush. "Oh dear," she said softly. "It's a tiny bird and looks like it's hurt." Lena gently picked up the little bird from under the bush with delicate hands and softly said to the little bird, "Don't worry, little one. We'll take care of you." She smiled at Klaus. "You did a good thing today, Klaus." Klaus purred, proud and happy. He didn't chase the bird, he helped it. From that day on, Klaus still explored, of course, but he took his time, looked twice, and always made sure his tail wouldn't get stuck in something silly, and whenever he could, he showed his kindness, remembering Lena's kindness and how she saved him from the garden shed. Because he learned something very important. Curiosity is wonderful, but caution is wise, and kindness trumps all.